Right, the physician here orders 1.5 litres of this solution to be administered through the veins to your patient over the next 12 hours. Calculate the rate of flow if the IV tubing delivers 20 drops per mil. How many mils per hour do you deliver the IV? And then the next question, how many drops per minute do you set? Right, the first thing here is we're looking at 1.5 litres, right? 1.5 litres, and how many mil is that? Okay, 1.5, so remember 1 litre equals 1000 millilitres. So to go from litres to millilitres, I'm multiplying by 1000. So 1.5 litres equals 1500 millilitres. So that's the volume. That's the total volume that's going to be delivered, the volume, the amount of fluid. And the time then, the time is 12 hours. Right? Now, they're looking here for the rate of flow. But here, this is another way of saying the rate of flow, because it's the rate, it's the amount of mils per hour. It's like the speed, you know, miles per hour, kilometers per hour, mils per hour. So the rate of flow equals the total volume in mils, in this case, and usually in every case in these questions. Total volume in mils divided by the total time in hours. You see, they're even asking in the question there, the mils over hours. So we just put in our total mils, 1500, over our time in hours is 12, and then we have to break that down into one number. So immediately both numbers are divisible by 2. So 1500 divided by 2 gives you 750, and 12 divided by 2 gives us 6. And again, both of these numbers can be divided by 2, right? We get 3 underneath. 2 into 7 goes twice and 1 over. 2 into 15 goes 7 times and 1 over. 2 into 10 goes 5 times. So we have 2. Is that right? No, I should have had 3 there because it's 2 goes into 7 3 times. So 375 over 3. And now we just divide 375 by 3. So we have 375. We might add on a couple of decimal point and a few zeros there. We divide by 3. 3 into 3 goes once. 3 into 7 goes twice and 1 over. 3 into 15 goes 5 times with no remainder. So, how many mils per hour? We're going to end up with, so we get 125 mils per hour. And that's the rate of flow. Or the mils per hour. The rate of flow is 125 mils every hour. And if you give 125 mils every hour, after 12 hours the patient should have received 1500 mils. Does that make sense? But after two hours you're going to have 250 mils. You know, after 4 hours you're going to have 500 mils. And 3 sets of 4 hours brings us up to 1500 mils, if you think about it like that. Now, the next question then is how many drops per minute? And what's drops per minute? That sounds kind of like the drop rate. Yeah, drops per minute is the drop rate. How many drops per minute do you set? So, give me a sec here now. I'm just going to move things up. No, can't. I've run out of space. I'm going to pause this here now. Let's see. Right, part 2, we're looking at drops per minute. How many drops per minute do you set? The drops per minute is the drop rate. It's the rate at which drops per minute. Another word for that there is the drop rate, right? And we have a formula for the drop rate. The drop rate equals, I have it here in front of me, the drop rate equals the drop factor multiplied by the total volume in mils, and that's all divided by, what's it divided by? It's divided by the time in minutes, or the time in hours multiplied by 60. It's the same idea. So our drop factor, there's our drop factor. We should have identified that earlier actually. 20 drops per mil. That's our drop factor. That's the amount of drops in every 1 mil. There's 20 drops of this stuff. You have to have 20 drops to make up 1 milliliter. Now, so the drop factor is 20. The total volume we got earlier, 1500. Over the time in minutes is 60 multiplied by the 12 hours. So now it's just a case of breaking this down. So we could divide it above and below by 10 there, and now we've 2 times 1500. We've 3000 over 6 12s. 6 12s is 72. Again, that's divisible by 2. That's the way I like to go, right? And we have 36 underneath, and again this is divisible by 2, and we end up with 750 on top and 18 below, and again that's divisible by 2. Right, earlier we divided 750 by 2 and we got 375, and underneath we'll have 9, and now we have to get down here with our short division. So we have 375.00 divided by 9. 9 into 3 doesn't go. 9 into 37 goes 4 times, because 9 4s are 36, which leaves a remainder of 1. 9 into 15 goes once, with 6 over. Bring down the decimal point. 9 into 60 goes 6 times, doesn't it? 6 9s is 54, so we have 6 left over. And that pattern repeats. 9 into 60 goes 6 times with 6 left over, and there'll be another 0 here, and as many more zeros as you want. Now, the drop rate is usually set to the nearest whole drop, so 41.6, that's a high, that's 5 or bigger. So our answer is going to be 42 drops per minute. That's about it. Let me know if you spot any mistakes or if you have any suggestions. Thanks very much for watching.